Hello, welcome back. We are going to get into our basics of genetics lesson today. So, as you can see on the screen, we are going to be talking about Gregor Mendel. As I have taught you previously, Gregor Mendel discovered genetics. He crossed pea plants and bred them together to see what he could find. So, sexual reproduction obviously happens from or produces variations. So that happens because you have one copy from the mother and one copy from the father. We have dominant and recessive genes. So dominant genes will only express themselves if there is a homozygous dominant, which means that both of the alleles are capital with your Punnett square, and if they are heterozygous. So anything that's heterozygous has a dominant allele, which will determine and express the feature that is the gene is coding for. Recessive genes, you have to have both of your alleles recessive, coded for recessive, to be able to express these phenotypes. As you can see, dominant genes in pea plants are tall pea plants, recessive genes in pea plants are short pea plants, and dominant genes for eye color in humans is brown eyes, and recessive is blue eyes. This also helps some offspring survive longer, which is an adaptation. Basically the survival of the fittest. So if a animal or an organism is able to survive their environment a longer period of time, they have a longer period of time to produce more offspring before they die. So that's why in this picture, I don't know if you can see, but there's two moths. Obviously, you can see this one that's white. There's another one that's darker. So obviously, if you were a bird, you would probably eat the white one, which means the white gene would die out because these would not be available anymore. All right, so like I said before, we've gone over Punnett squares. I know that I've taught this to you, and I'm hoping that you guys understand how to organize it and fill it in. But if you have forgotten, this is a homozygous dominant parent for tall. This is a homozygous recessive parent for short. And I want you to think about what is going to be filled in here. And I also want you to think about what will be filled in here. This is a heterozygous parent and another heterozygous parent. So you can stop and pause this, write this down, and fill them out. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and give you the answers so that way you understand how it's set up correctly. So as we can see, the alleles from the top come all the way down. They go into each box going down, and then these alleles go sideways and they go into each box. So that would mean that this is a big T, little t, big T, little t, big T, little t, big T, little t, which means that the offspring would be heterozygous. And so that means there's 0% will be homozygous tall for this. 0% will be homozygous short for this, and 100% will be heterozygous tall. Because heterozygous, anything with a heterozygous dominant trait will be expressed. And that'll be all. I want you guys to fill this in on your own and send this back to me through Google Classroom. Thank you.